Welcome to another episode where we spill the tea on all things Flea. From wild vendor stories to incredible finds, we're bringing you the voices, treasures, and secrets of the flea market world. So grab a seat and let's dive in. This is you, me, and the Flea. Flea fam, what is up? Welcome back. Happy Thursday. I am back solo in the studio today with another solo episode coming at ya. So, hi, how are you? How's our weeks going? How's our summers going? All my friends out there who are with their kiddos again full time, like, are we good? Yes, no, like blink twice. Are you? How are you feeling? To everyone not, like, are we staying cool? It's about to get really hot. Like, are our plans in place? Like, what's going on? Wellness check, basically. Let me know. I'm doing well over here. The fleas are popping off and actually about to get really, really busy. So super excited about that. Knock on wood, right? With the occasional sprinkles on the weekends, that tends to get us. But anyways, nonetheless, super excited. With that being said, with summer around the corner, I have been doing extensive shopping lately at the Flea. Swap specifically, obviously, and seeing what is going on in terms of hot deals, cool finds, all things summer. Because let's face it, I think the weather is officially like summering, and then is it the 20th or the 21st that becomes like the first day of summer? I think it's one of those. I'm just not sure when. But anyways, so that's around the corner for us. But with that being said, wanted to come at you with a summer episode, if you will. So today, let's chat things that I've been saying, top hot summer items, if you will, that you can score big on. And then we'll talk some prices about, some of the stuff that I've seen, the prices at Swap versus the prices at Big Box, specifically to the summer ones. And then we'll play a little game at the end as normal, back to our normal programming today. So let's get into it. First thing I've been seeing, and also this has come from people always ask me, especially like seasonally, like, hey, have you been seeing this? Like, are there a lot of Christmas trees? Whatever, like whatever the season is. And so lately I've been getting a lot of questions on like summer stuff, like little kiddie pools, like toys, things like that. So yeah, that's kind of what triggered today's topic. So hopefully you're listening to my friends that have asked. And here we go. So, okay. One of the things that I've been seeing a ton of is outdoor and patio essentials. So here I'm talking like chairs, hammocks, patio lights, coolers, fans. Fans, I mean like little handheld ones that also like, tower fans, obviously. I also saw this past weekend, like window AC treatments. I'd never seen those, but I saw a couple used ones of those out too. So that was interesting. Um, and they actually looked in really good condition. So if you ever are in need in one of those, absolutely you can get that at the Flea. But yeah, I think those are always like good finds to have. Of all of these, I've seen like new and used versions of them. So get them if you need it, especially like patio furniture. I mean, when Rachel was here, Rachel got like this amazing set for like $150 that we entered on Amazon, and right then and there, and it was like 350, 339, something along those lines for like the same exact thing. And this guy, I think she actually like walked out of there with it for $100. So if you need, and it was like a little sectional, like love seat sectional type of situation with like an ottoman, came with all the pillows, and it came with like some decorative pillows, I believe, too. So super cute, great find. So if you're in need of those, especially because it's like, I don't know, you're storing it half the time anyway. Why spend a ton of money if you don't need to? Okay. Second item, summer fashion finds. So things like linen shirts right now are really big. Obviously, like maxi dresses are always like super in. Sunglasses, straw hats, fanny packs, and like a bunch of those like side satchel bags I've seen a lot of. So I think basically whatever is in right now, I've seen for the most part. I can't think of anything I have not, but like a lot of those like nautical looks right now are in. I think also too like seashell necklaces. I've been seeing a ton of those are really in right now, by the way. Like, what the heck? Like big seashells I'm seeing people wearing, but you can find a lot of like vintage things like that that are at the market. So I would look into that while you're at it. Hats, there's no denying that. I think like any type of straw hat that you're looking for, like fedora-ish or just regular, like kind of like an oversized like beach hat, you can find so many like men's hats, like even if you're like a working man out there that has kind of like some really good protection and stuff, is out there too. So check that. Linen, oh my gosh, linen is having like a really big moment right now, I feel. How do we feel about it? Are we wearing like linen pants, linen dresses, all the things? Because I'm seeing a lot of that. Even like, I don't even know what that I mean, I guess it is linen fabric. Like lots of like two-piece sets I've been seeing a ton of. So I would check those out for the Flea too. All right, number 3 on my list of 10 here is barbecue and picnic must-haves. Things like grill tools, disposable trays, plastic drinkware, folding tables. I've seen all of that recently. Um, Actual grills too, I would add to this. I think when I say like disposable trays, just any kind of like like think of you're having like an outdoor type of party. So like those aluminum trays, I've seen a lot of like bulk, styrofoam plates are a ton. A lot of like the serving plasticware we've seen a ton of. Anything along those lines, right, guys? So like good plastic cups and stuff, all really good out there. Let's see what else. Plastic drink, folding tables. That's also a really good one. I don't see like a ton, but when they are there, they're good. Like not used or like new. So grab those because those are pricey and add up. Just saying. Okay, number 4, toys and summer fun toys for kids. So things like bubble wands. Oh my gosh. The amount of bubble wands I have seen lately. Bubble wands, squirt guns, mini pools, beach balls, all of that are out there. I think this past week in my haul for Alsip, there was like one table specifically where I'm thinking of it had like this really cute like floaty for like a baby even. There were I always see like the floaty like vest contraption thing that kiddos wear a lot of. What else was there? Those like the like little splash pad almost that like shoots out water. I know the moms know what I'm talking about. Seen those a ton, so you can grab that as well. Yeah, and just like a lot of like little guns mostly, like handheld ones. I saw like a whole bin of those once. And then yeah, like those bigger soakers are out there too. We've seen mini pools, really good ones that even an adult can probably have in their like backyard. I think we mentioned many times that like Rachel kind of passed one up and was like kicking herself about it. But anyway, those are really good too. So you can grab those at a good price. Okay. Next, there's summer decor and garden goods. So things like wind chimes, garden gnomes, flamingo decor, I wrote down, planters, summer wreaths. So you'll have I think almost all locations have a vendor that sells like kind of those homemade wreaths that we see at like craft fairs or at local farmers markets and things like that. So you'll find a ton of those, especially like red, white, and blue ones for the 4th of July. So, I'm seeing a ton of those. I've seen like a ton of like sunflower ones, even like that. So New and used. I've seen them in like some used piles too, where people like are getting rid of them. So you can check those out. There's a ton of gosh, this last couple times at Ashland when I went solo here. Um there all the home decor was kind of like again with this like lake nautical type of vibe where it was like very shell based. Trying to think like, different color blues and things like that. Really, really cute decor. And it was like brand new things from like TJ Maxx, Ross, whatever. So either they got like a really good deal on those and then we're reselling them or something like that. So good things to check out. The wind chimes and like the gnomes, there's a lot. So I'm talking like super colorful ones, like very bold patterns, like almost like rainbowish, right? So definitely check those out if that's your vibe. Um, yeah, I'm big time. You need to try. And then the gnomes too. My God. Little ones, big ones, like life-size ones. Yeah, if that's your thing, check it out. Okay, number 6, pool and beach accessories, things like inflatable rings, towels, um, mesh beach bags, waterproof phone holders, like the list goes on and on. I mean, I don't know what you bring to a beach, but I'm bringing like coolers, I'm bringing sunscreen, all of that is at the Flea. Um, yeah, like the phone cases that are in those like pouches now, or like a lot of people have been wearing them more and more on like a string and almost kind of like it looks like it's a crossbody bag, but it's just your phone on a string. Like I've been seeing a lot of those lately. What else? And then obviously like flip-flops, speakers. We mentioned coolers before. So like little coolers or like lunchbox size coolers, definitely all available. And they're cute. Like nothing I've seen has been like something I wouldn't buy. So check it out. Okay, cold drink essentials. Things like tumblers, ice molds, reusable straws, bottle openers, all there too. I just it's so funny, like, in the summer, I always just associate everything with, like, a cold drink because you definitely, like, need them, whether you're hosting a party or, like, going to your little kids', like, baseball game. I just feel like you always need to have, like, a good tumbler with you or, you invite, like, maybe, like, a kid or 2 back after, like, practice and, like, I mean, it's so easy, especially if you have, like, an affordable option of, like, serving somebody something cute and, like, a lemonade, serving, like, a lemonade in a nice, like, cup, and those, like, anthropology, like, inspired cups, I know everyone knows what I mean. They're, like, small, short, like, almost like highball glasses, and then they have, like, little watermelons on them or strawberries or whatever kinda design you want. I've seen, like, a ton of those. Those are at the Flea. I literally saw them getting snatched in front of me, so just like anywhere else, they go pretty quick, so if you see them, I would definitely grab them. Don't wait on it. And then tumblers, of course, like everyone needs like a good ice cold tumbler to keep their water or iced coffee, iced tea, whatever floats your boat. A nice little ice cold Tito's, I know is in mine. So, grab those while you can. Reusable straws I actually recently saw, which is funny because I know sometimes those are like really popular and then other times like people could care less, but I did see a pack of that and like silicone ones for sale actually. So if you're looking for straws, we have straws too. Okay, car cool down kit. And so by this I was meaning things like sunshades, air fresheners, seat covers, and the misting fans. I actually saw like a really cute misting fan that was like a tumbler. And so you drink from the tumbler and then it also uses that water and you can like squirt it. I've seen a lot of those. I actually bought one for my godson recently. So actually was that a couple years ago. But anyways, I've seen those there. Um and they love it. Kids like love it because it's like ice cold water that they're drinking and then you can spray their face or they'll like play around with their little teammates with it. So it's really cute. But yeah, a ton of those. Things like The windshield covers, I've seen those, mostly like a couple used ones of those. So I don't know if they sell them new, but that. And then of course like air fresheners if you need. My God. There is like one vendor at each location that sells like really good air fresheners, so you can check those out. Okay, obviously wouldn't be a summer without like fitness and outdoor rec stuff. So things like yoga mats, jump ropes, resistant bands, scooters, bikes, bike gear, all of that stuff for sure. Honorable mention in this category, definitely like camping if that's your vibe over the summer. I know it's not mine because I'm just thinking of cicadas. No thanks. But you can definitely find a ton of that kind of stuff at the market right now. Yeah, specifically like really good, especially those weights that you can tie like to your ankles. I've seen and like cute versions of them too. Like now they're a little bit more chic and not so like bulky and obvious. Like these are actually like the ones kind of look like bangles. So I was like very intrigued by them. But anyways, seen those recently. Okay, and number 10 coming up the rear here is summer party supplies. Things like Hawaiian leis, tiki torches, plastic serving trays, paper lanterns, the like Cincinnati candles. So all of that stuff, think like outdoor patio party you can find. I think I mentioned like some of the like serving stuff in terms of like food wise that I've seen, but I've like just seen some really cute again in this past vlog week. So go back to that one because I've this is the second time I'm mentioning it, but there was a booth that specifically had just like a ton of decor, almost like a party city like outlet situation of like graduation decor. There was a ton of like it was like perfect if you were throwing a fiesta. Like there was like really cute, they had really cute sombreros for sale, like mini ones. Oh my gosh, just such cute decor. And I think there was Hawaiian leis. So, what a fun party that would be. Okay, so what do we think? What do we think of the list of summer things? If there's anything I missed that you're like specifically looking for, drop a comment below and let me know. And I'd be happy to hunt for you. But those are like high level, some of the things specifically year after year that stick out in my head, and especially that are trending right now. So love that. My gosh, summer just, I hate being hot, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the 90-degree weather is not for me unless I'm by a pool or a beach. Just saying. And I'm sure everyone's like with me too. But man, I just love sitting on a rooftop, a patio, all the good vibes, like everyone just being out and enjoying festivals. Street festivals here in the city are so fun. Concerts, oh my gosh. So, anyways, bring it on. I'm so excited. It's here. Summer is here already. Like, I'm actually kind of freaking out too. Okay. So, let's do some pricing that I found. So, starting off with a foldable camping chair. Um, Specifically, these are kind of like the ones that I would see at like a soccer field that like a mom carries, right? You like fold it up, put it in a little bag, whatever. So, um, for that, I saw at Walmart for $24.99 and at the flea market $12. So half the price there. And they were both this um I think I mentioned, but when I do these, I do go as close as possible to the real thing. If not, I mean, I try to get the same exact like brand, if that makes sense. So like if I can see that it's like a Target brand, like I will specifically try to find like these same exact items and compare it there that way. Or I will get as close as possible. So this one was specifically like a Walmart brand and it was half off. So there's that. Okay, number 2 on my list is a straw beach hat. So I mentioned these, like there's a ton of beach hats, like and styles and variations of it. So like kind of those like bigger ones, like oversized, floppy looking ones, or then like more structured ones, smaller ones, like whatever really you're looking for. Anyway, I found one on Amazon for $18 and the similar one from the flea market was $5. So great price there. Okay, really expensive and crazy, but number 3 here is a plant stand, and I feel like anything garden related lately is just so expensive, and the flea market has really great options for less. So I found a plant stand, looked it up, same exact one was $29.99 at Home Depot. The flea market price was $10. And again, like if I was at when I'm at the market and I see like some of these for like $10, $12, things like that, I'm like, oh, that's kind of high, right? And then I go back and it's not. And so I do these so that people can see that. And especially because some of these comments I think myself, right? So like week after week, I think one of the top reviews that I get in is it's expensive or you can find it cheaper elsewhere. And this is why I do this for you out there. So I hope all you haters are listening. Okay, number 4, bamboo skewers. At Target, $4.99, at the Flea, $1. And this was a pack of 100. So skewer away. But how fun is like a nice like skewer for like either like kebabs or like I've seen people put like fruit on them or like even fun like candy. Now you can do like people have gotten really creative with skewers, but $4.99 for 100 I think is like a good price, right? At Target, but then $1 at the Flea, same exact ones. Come on. Okay, number 5, LED string lights. There's a ton of outdoor lighting too at the flea market, by the way. So if you need to like light up your patio or your front yard, or if you have like a little, like in my last condo, there was like kind of, I don't even know what to call it, like a little pad, if you will. You can really light it up with some cute stuff at the flea market. So anyways, at Lowe's, these were $22.99 for the string lights, and then at the flea market, they were $9. So great price there as well. Okay, next we have oversized sunglasses. There's a ton of sunglasses. I think they didn't make my official list, but these are always really great price. So at a fashion boutique, they were $16.99. At the flea market, $4. Sometimes you can find them even cheaper at the flea. You can find someone selling them for like $2, $1 I've seen. Those are obviously probably used, but like a good pair that's like new, trendy, that you would probably get on Amazon for like 13, you can get it at the market for like $5. No joke. And they're very cool about it. Or they'll do like 2 for 10, like really great deals on sunglasses for him, her, and littles. Mini personal fans, and I'm talking about ones that are like mini USB powered ones. Fun side note here, I actually when I was in Boston for a Red Sox game, it was beyond hot, and to all my friends that were there, like I think we know, but it was also rainy. Anyways, thank God one of my friends had an entire bag of these and shared it with me because oh my gosh, it saved my life. I literally was just holding it and I can just feel it. But anyways, these are lifesavers. I now have one in my bag for emergencies. So if you need one, I recommend. These are $15.99 on Amazon, and that's true. That's what I paid. And at the flea market, I saw it for $5. Same brand, same everything. So get yourself a mini fan this summer. Next up, I saw a pop-up tent. Um, the store that I found this exact brand at was called Big Five. I'm not really sure where Big Five is. I'm not gonna lie, guys. But anyways, it was the same exact one for $59.99, and the flea market price was $25. So if you are in need of a pop-up tent, and this is like not like a camping tent, but more so kind of like a one that you would pitch at like a festival if you were a vendor situation, or like I'm envisioning them at like grad parties when you have, you know, tables underneath, or like a birthday party or something like that. So that's that. Insulated water bottles. So I saw one. Um, I've seen a ton, right? So you can find like at the flea market, like your standard, like I've seen Yetis, I've seen Hydro Jug, I've seen a ton of Stanleys for less than retail, but this particular brand was just kind of like an off brand. And I saw the same exact one for $38 on sale at Amazon, or the flea market price was $12. And that was another, I saw the $12 and I was like, yikes, for a tumbler, but same exact one retails for 38. So they had a great price on it. And I think, like, if I'm not mistaken, Stanley's are also like close to half off. I know that they're not as expensive as they were like a year or two ago when they first were on the market, but the flea market has good price on those. Okay, flamingo lawn ornaments, a set of two. These were like so happy that I had to add them to the list here. I saw them at Garden Center for $24 and the flea market price was $8. And again, if this is your vibe and you like fun, decorative little pieces in your yard, these were the move. Especially I feel like if you have a pool outside, it would be so cute if you had like a little paradise tropical thing going on and incorporated some cute flamingos. Like how fun. Okay. I saw a tie-dye beach towel. Same exact one at Old Navy for $19.99. The flea market price was $6. Who doesn't love a good beach towel, by the way? Like, I know I do. I recently my family is making fun of me because I now have clips for them to put on my chair at my pool. So if you need clips too, actually I should look if I can see those at the flea. I haven't really sought them out, but I love them. All right. Next up is a picnic basket with a lid. This was like a very random find, but a good one nonetheless. Same exact one, Crate and Barrel for $45. The flea market price was 18. What it was really cute too. So if you're a picnic basket girly or guy out there, and like to put your stuff in that kind of stuff, or like truly like go for picnics either like in the park or the lake or something like that, this one was awesome. It was like such good quality, like definitely Crate and Barrel quality. I didn't recognize that it was a Crate and Barrel brand, but definitely worth it. And again, you see the $18 price tag, and I'm like, I'm not paying $18 for a basket, but they are so expensive now. Even if you got like a plain basket, I feel like you're going to pay at least $15. So great deal there. And then the final thing I have down here is a boho hanging macrame planner. So this specifically stood out to me because I'm like, oh, I've seen this before. And sure enough, it's from Urban Outfitters. And on Urban Outfitters, it's $25 and the flea market price was $7. Super cute planter, by the way. So if that's your vibe, you can find it at the markets. Okay, so what did we think about those? What was like anything really like shocking to you? I think the things that like are shocking me the most is that just even like there's no doubt about it that everything's more expensive, but the fact that like even like some of these flea market prices are high, right? So like $18, that's like something that like you would see at a flea market and be like, that's high, right? Like off the top of my head. But then after like seeing what it really cost, it's not. And again, that's why I do these because I'm 9 times out of 10, these are the ones that I'm shaking my head for, like, oh my gosh, like that's expensive. And so I'm telling you it's not. And anyone that wants to challenge me, like, please do. And then again, there's so many vendors that will like price match you or just be like, let me see, you know? I even this past weekend, again from the Alsip trip that I went on, that was very quick but very powerful this past weekend. Um, the vendor that was selling there, so she was selling a ton of boxes of like wholesale items from, I mean, you name it. It was like picture frames, there was curtains in there was clothing in there were shoes in there. Just she probably had like 3 spaces full of tables of just stuff. And everything was $2. It was kind of like a liquidation sale at her booth, okay? And so everything was $2. Everything must go type of situation. And I'm not joking when she like knew what everything cost retail. So like anyone that kind of like side-eyed her or would look at something and then put it down, she was like That's $14.99 on Amazon. That's $12. Like she rattled off what retail was. So yeah, they're not all trying to scam, I promise. Like work with them, they will work with you. Most of them, okay? All right. So, wanted to kind of wrap this episode a little bit here with a little game. I've never played a game with myself, I don't think, right? So this is maybe like my third solo episode, right? Anyways, so yeah, so I'm going to play a little game I like to call Fire or Flop. So these are random summer items that if it's fire, it's a must buy. If it's a flop, I think it's overrated or overpriced. So let's go down this little list here. Okay. Inflatable flamingo floaties. You guys, again, from this Alsip trip, I saw one of those mini flamingo ones where you would put like either an energy drink or like a slim can, so like a White Claw beer situation. I think those are so cute. I especially think like if you're having like some sort of theme party and those little flamingo things are like floating around. I think it's just so cute, even for like photos or just like for fun. So I'm gonna go fire on that. The big ones I think are a little played out, I will say. So like I know those like big ones that were like unicornish. Eh, those can go, in my opinion. Okay. Number 2, barbecue sauce with a mystery label. I love barbecue sauce, but I'm like I like sweeter barbecue sauces. I'm not like a big tangy barbecue gal. So like open pit wasn't really my jam, for example. Um, so I don't know. If it's mystery though, it's probably good. Like that means someone homemade it, I'm thinking. So I'm gonna go fire because I love barbecue. Okay, Crocs with extra bling charms. I just got another like a platform croc recently, and I'm debating on if I get charms, you guys. I don't know. Am I too old for that? Let me know. But I don't know. I love a well done croc with charms, especially like from the Gen Zers that like have like kind of like hodgepodge style like little charms all over them. I'm down for that. So I'm gonna say fire. Okay, beach towel with a celebrity face on it. Listen, I don't hate it, but I don't love it for me. So I'm gonna go flop. Just because like what are you gonna do? Like lay on that? I don't know. That's a little bit much. But again, if it's like a theme party maybe or like someone bought it for you, I can see that. I think that would be fun. So I'm not anti it, but I would never get it myself, if that makes sense. Okay, mini personal fans. I had to add these. I'm sorry. Like it's a yes for me. Fire all the way. I just love them. I think they're so good. I think they're so helpful. And the one I have also like can be like a charger for your phone. So come on, like who doesn't want that? It's so good. Okay. Temporary tattoo sleeves. I feel like these are really popular. Like cute little temporary tattoos right now. I'm seeing them more and more. And then even just like pop-up tattooed places are all over right now. So I'll say fire. I think that's really fun. I think most of them are well done and I like them. I don't hate them. They're very random. Now would I get one? I don't know, but I think they're cool. Okay, Disney water guns. Again, I'm not a Disney adult. I'm just not. So I would flop this one. But I think for kiddos, they're great. I think if it is your vibe and you like Disney water guns, then get them. But for me, no. Okay, cooling towels. I love this. Especially in the summer. I feel like you need one that's like perfect for the use of cooling. So I'm gonna say fire. Okay, a portable neck fan. These are the ones that like they almost look like headphones, most of them, and they go like around your neck. I actually saw a woman yesterday when I was driving. She was crossing the street, had one on, and I'm like, yes, that is that's the move. That's what I would be doing. So I love that. I love that. Should I get one of those too? No, I'm good with the one I have. All right, and finally, flip-flops with beer openers in the soles. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go with a flop. But listen, I feel like that'd be cool. And I feel like if I had a friend that had that and I needed something to open, I mean, talk about convenience there. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. The things that people think of these days is kind of wild, but I love it. All right, y'all. That is kind of all I have here. So what are we thinking? Is everyone is equally excited for this summer? What are your plans? Are you running around with your kids? What festivals are we excited for? Where are we going? I need to know because I want to come. So, I have a pretty mild, no, I shouldn't say that. Like my July is booking up pretty quick, and then I might have something in the works for August. We'll see. I don't know. But anyways, I'm excited. I'm excited for some vitamin D and some pool sessions and all the good things. And I hope you are too. And so, anyways, share this with someone. Here's what I'm going to say as my final thought. Share this with someone, especially if like the pricing or like they fight you on things. I'm going to probably do another one of those episodes pretty soon of just like, regular household items. And I'll include like some produce and stuff that I've seen and prices because I have to. Just kidding. No, because I think it's really beneficial and I think it's nice for people to actually see things compared. So yeah. So let me know if there's something specifically that you want me to find as always, because I'm always out there. So happy to do the flea market work for y'all. Anyways, you guys, I'm excited for next week's episode. I will see you then. In the meantime, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share all the things. Catch us every week at the markets. We're open outdoors as always, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, at the respective locations. You can check them out on your website. We're always open Saturday and Sunday at every location. And yeah. Catch us on the vlogs every Tuesday, and I'll see you here next Thursday. Thanks for listening to another episode of Me and the Flea. See you next week.